Hi guys, James here. Welcome to Build Up Tape Part 3 of Airfix's 1/72 scale starter set Spitfire Mark 5 VC. So obviously I've got the instruction booklet out. The Spit is all gloss coated, so it's going to get ready to be deckled. I'll do that off screen. I won't jinx that by doing it on screen. However, I got carried away with it yesterday. I suddenly hit upon the idea I'll do the shadow stand, so akin to a Mark 1 camo scheme. From a memorial for Pete. A little bit rough and ready, I know. And there we go. Yes, I've done masked roundels there. That's the first. As you can see, I've done like a Spitfire Mark 1. Obviously the stand is painted the stand blue, so that will be glued in there quickly with some Revel contactor. Revel contactor in there. And we'll sit the stand over there to dry. Now I painted the wheels up. As you can see, I painted the wheels up. So I used rubber black on them, so obviously I've got to touch them up when I take them off the sprue at 16 and 17. I know full well they'll be handed. And just to point out, why have I done it black for the exhausts? Well, the instructions have them down as black through the limited colour palette there, so I've tried to follow it faithfully. Honest. So basically we can remove the correct wheel and stick it on the right side. In theory. In practice, we're not so sure. So obviously flip her over carefully. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put on a so B17 goes on that side, B16 goes on that side, so B17 is that one. Get in there with a little bit of Revel contact, yeah. It is my favourite in this weather because it doesn't dry too quickly. Well, it doesn't evaporate. Oh wow, that's one wheel on. Let's pop the other one. And that's the other one on. So that's in theory. Let's put her on the wheels there. And she's on her wheels. So I shall leave it there, because in the next I'm going to because hopefully in this part we'll have the decals on and get it finished. So it's hopefully we'll do a part. I'll get the decals on this part. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. And we're back. It's basically from Thursday morning. Decals all went on beautifully like yesterday evening, with a little bit of micro set on them just to pull them down a little bit. So got them all on apart from the band at the back because I painted it. They basically went on went on nicely. So the reason I'm down here early is because I want to get the clear coat on the spit and get the decals sealed down. So we can get on with doing some weathering. But also what I've got to do is pick out that light in silver. So I'll just use an AK marker. Go wallop like that, and she's done. Yeah, decals did go down well. You just have to watch your fingers. Because obviously being hot, your fingers get sticky, so you can lift the decals off, which I did on a few occasions. So lucky I didn't video it, because it'd have been a curse of Nigel. So basically what's left for me to do on here is dun, 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 painting the pilot, and obviously giving it the whole thing a clear coat. So it'd be step 8, which is that chap. So hopefully we haven't lost him because he was in the box. And there he is. So I've just got to clean his sprue gates up a little bit. Not that it matters. And basically get a hole drilled in there to make it easy for painting. So I shall pause the video there and get him prepped. I don't think you want to see me drilling a hole in his posterior, though some of you might enjoy that. Mark, don't. Quick and easy hole drilled in the back, job done. And we get a cocktail stick, put him on a cocktail stick and paint him. Somewhere I've got my flesh tones down. Yep, I've got the flesh tones. And I'll drop it again. Oops. And there we go. Or not. Yep. And then we can paint him green. Dark green and black, and so that's it for a while. I'm going to disappear for a bit and get this ready to do the satin coat on the plane. Back again. Obviously the Spitz had a satin clear coat on her. The props glued on. Pilot's painted roughly. We'll get him glued in a bit. And we've had a bit of an issue with the canopy. Obviously I masked the canopy up, and then I put VO mask on, liquid mask on it like that, and we've had a bit of a reaction, a little bit of clouding on there, so I have polished it up with a bit of toothpaste in the meantime, but I'm going to leave it as is. So on that disappointment, we shall get the figure. As per part 8 in the instructions. And stick him in. So find a pair of tweezers. Sorry, Biggles. Or Peter. And get the pilot in like that. So I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit, because we don't want to make the canopy worse than it actually is. And we'll see you this afternoon, or possibly tomorrow. Depends how hot because it's getting quite warm out there. So bye. See you in a bit. Guys, and we're back. It's now Friday morning, because obviously yesterday was a tad hot. Yesterday afternoon was a little bit too hot. However, yesterday, after the clanger I made with the canopy, I managed to resolve it. How, you ask? With a Flory polishing stick. Very rare things they are. I think you can get them from other manufacturers that do them. So obviously I want to weather the spit now, so I've got my oars ready on my bit of cardboard. So my favourites, as usual, Starship Filth, Buff, and Burnt Umber, and that one there is Dust. So it's at their Abteilung 502 colours. And what I'll do now Mr. Unprepared I am. Get me thinners in one of these bowls. That's odourless thinners there. Yeah, I'm Mr. Unprepared because I haven't got my piece of kitchen towel or my brushes. That's my kitchen towel there. It's my large brush. It's my number 2, yeah. That's my favourite size brush. So what we're going to do is do something pretty similar. To what I did with the but instead of pre-mixing a whole wash with, I'll cheat with this one. So because this is a lot smaller than a lot smaller than a Lysander. I was having me nap yesterday afternoon. I thought, oh, how can I fix? It was going over in my mind somewhat. So I thought, how can I do it? Fix that ugliness with the canopy. And suddenly it came to me. So my plan with the wash is just to get it so it shows the panel lines up here. Bless me. It gets in all the detail. A little bit too much in there, I think. Someone's painting a chair out there. I can smell the bloody rattle can. I do apologise if I'm off camera. I was trying to get this on there pretty quick before it dries. That's that done. So I've just got to do that side, which I'll try and do on screen. I'll work it to get in the power line. And there we go. So in theory, I say in theory, I should be able to get something like that. I think quite possibly this is the smallest aircraft I've weathered. So this side, we've got a little bit too much on this side, so I'll just put a little bit of thinners on there. And just help get the things. You can use any of the oils. You just got to know There's a good thing is you can activate it with a I think I'll pause it there because basically you don't want to get bored to death, so I'll see you in a bit. All the oils have been used and abused on Spitfire, so like so and like so. Still got to dry a little bit, but you see it picked out all the detail there. Once that's dry, I shall hit it with the powders, and then it'll be time to do the final reveal. So yeah, it'll be an interesting few hours. I'll see you in a bit. And there we go, she's all done. The base depicts or shadow stand depicts a Mark 1 Spitfire, so that would have been basically the one that the late Pete was working on. Yeah, I've got it suitably grabbied up enough. Done some chipping on the thing with the graphite pencil, and run the graphite along the leading edge of the wings and such like. But I tended to stick to my rule about only using the colours that were in the box. Alright, I did use tire black for the wheels and the little bit of silver on there, and obviously dark earth and dark green for the stand. Yep, and I'll call in this one done. So the next time you'll see her, she'll be on the spinny thing in the glorious sunshine, or in the shade, because I've got the parasol up, so I'll see you in a bit. And here we have her on the spinny thing. Obviously I've taken off the stand. So yeah. Miss you, Pete. God rest your soul. And that's time for me to bid you adieu. Say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.